Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Catherine and today's video is all about how to deal with difficult students. One of my lovely subscribers requested this video, so I was like, that's genius. I'm gonna make a video all about it. So if there's a video out there that you want me to make, if you just want my knowledge on some subject, please let me know so I can make that video. I would love to. Drop it below in the comments, DM me on Instagram, leave me a comment on the TikTok, whatever you want. Just communicate it to me in some way. Anything other than telepathy. I cannot read minds. That joke? I don't know. So how to deal with difficult students. My first tip is don't stop smiling. Still be positive, still be as nice as you can. It's hard for me to do. I'm someone who, if I'm annoyed, you know I'm annoyed, okay? Usually I want to tell you, but I can't tell a 6-year-old I'm annoyed with their behavior. If they're bouncing off the walls, not listening to me, you know, doing everything except what I'm asking them to do, it's really hard for me to not be like, hey, quit it! And, you know, it's very hard for me to be like, Sam, please stop. But the reason I tell you to, you know, continue smiling, continue being happy looking is so that, you know, if firemen or, you know, the admins or whatever were to look back on this, you know, they can't say anything bad about you. So anyway, that's just something I do. Take it or leave it, do whatever you want. But yeah, you can tell if I'm annoyed because I'm like, I look scary. I look terrifying. I'm like, Sam! And I get very, very loud. So anyway, other than continue to remember looking happy, looking smiley, even though you are fuming with anger on the inside, is to ask them a few times to, you know, like, look, listen, pay attention, look up. A lot of students, like, you can see that they're on their phones or that they're playing with something because they're clearly not looking at the screen. Like, you see a lot of this. And whenever that happens, I'm like, oh, you know, what's that toy you have? And sometimes they just want to talk about it. They'll be like, oh, this is my toy taco. Actually, Chinese students, I've never met one that's known what tacos are. I don't think they have Mexican food or Tex-Mex in China. But anyway, sometimes, you know, after that, they'll kind of calm down. They're like, okay. And I'm like, okay, please put it aside. They're like, okay, thanks. And then sometimes that works and sometimes we carry on. A lot of other times I have to remind them to focus or look up. Usually, after a few times of asking, a parent or a guardian somewhere in the background will kind of catch on and, you know, tell them to look or tell them to be nice and respectful, and that kind of makes them be more attentive, so that works as well. And if they're just horrible behavior, like absolutely just being the worst, like totally ignoring you, not answering anything, just bouncing off the walls, pushing every button you have. What I do in VIP Kid is I call the firemen, and you can click behavior issue. Be like, this kid is not working. A lot of times the firemen will call the parents, and the parents will come in, and they'll kind of handle it that way, and usually the kid calms down a lot and is like, and will listen. Worst case scenario, they call the parents, and then the parents don't do anything. Or even worse, you can see the parents in the background and they're not answering you, they're not doing anything about the student. That is so frustrating. But I mean, really all you can do is ask them to continue to please sit down, please do this, and call the firemen. It's really all you can do in that situation and just get through the class. Now, I don't mind handling, you know, you get a bad class every once in a while and it's just a one-time class, you can get over it, you can move on with your life, and you're like, ugh, glad they're not a regular. Now, the worst part is when they become a regular and you have no idea why they're a regular. You have no idea why out of all the teachers, they're like, this is the one. I want to not pay attention to this person. It is so annoying. It is so annoying because they continue to book you week after week and you're like, please, why don't you listen to me? So I've had this happen a couple times. At first, I'll put a lot of feedback in when you write the feedback to the parents. I definitely put in there, please be in class, you know, student does not focus well, student was not paying attention, you know, I'll put all those points in there. Under the parent feedback, I'll put in the learning partner feedback. So this feedback does not go to the parents, it goes to whoever their learning partner is. So I guess that's just like a contact person for the parents to go to, and just as a mediator between the teachers and parents, I guess. And there, I won't hold anything back. You can click the reasons why you're having issues with the student, and then you can list them out. So you could say, the student does not focus at all, parents need to be in the room, levels need to be adjusted. You can just put everything in there. I've seen a lot of success with this. A lot of times the parents will read their own feedback and be like, oh, okay, and will sit in with the student, which is so nice. Makes a world of a difference sometimes, unless they're the other kind of parent where they don't care. But usually they're the kind of parent that cares. They pay a lot of money for these classes. So they want their child to pay attention and focus and learn. So yeah, same with the learning partner. A lot of parents don't read the feedback, as I'm sure you've noticed. So sometimes I think the learning partner can reach out to them and tell them what to do, or tell them why there's trouble here. A lot of times that does resolve the issues, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes no one cares. Sometimes no one cares that the student is just being awful, ignoring you, being rude, all the horrible things. You can't even get through class because they won't do a single thing you say, and you know, it seems like the parent feedback won't work, the learning partner feedback won't work, you've tried multiple times, and the student still books you, still doesn't learn, still just doesn't work. So when this happens, I just close that slot that they keep booking. A lot of times it'll shake them off, be like, oh, I can't book her at 5 a.m. on Fridays anymore, I'll go find someone else. It's usually what happens. I don't cancel a class just because I like to keep my cancellations for when I need them. So I try to keep those to only use in an emergency situation. So I won't cancel a class if the student has already booked it, but I will close that slot in the future and hopefully shake them off my tail. Eventually they go away. It worked for me. If you're having this issue, I hope to God you aren't. I hope that works for you as well. So just to recap, remember to remain positive, be smiley, be nice, keep asking them, you know, to focus, keep asking them to listen, or, you know, say things. Keep trying. Eventually, hopefully, a parent or someone will intercept and help you out. If not, you can always reach out to the Firemen, some sort of other admin on your teaching platform. They'll be able to call the parent. Hopefully that helps the situation. Again, remember to always put in the feedback, the parent feedback, what the problems were, if they weren't focusing, if you have suggestions that, you know, they should be practicing something at home, or the parent should be in class with them. Definitely put all that in there in a very nice way, and then definitely put in the learning partner thing under it. Again, this is all very VIP kid specific, but put in the learning partner thing all the reasons why you think parents should be there, or why this student has behavior issues. If all that doesn't work after a couple, you know, tries, a couple weeks, start closing that class, okay? Do not open that time. Maybe take a break for a while. If the situation is just that horrible, you're like, I can't take this. We have to do something. Hopefully it's not, but hopefully that'll kind of discourage them from booking with you again, and they'll become a regular for someone else, and hopefully be nicer to someone else or something. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tips and tricks, and thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, and don't forget to drop your video recommendations, video requests down in the comments below. So thank you so much for being here. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.